Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'd like to teach you how to make gold cake pops. Starting off with some white chocolate, and I'm going to add in some copha. Copha in Australia is just vegetable shortening. The reason I'm adding copha is so that the chocolate has less chance of cracking once your cake pop's set. I melted my chocolate in the microwave and it's taken me 2 30-second bursts. So I'm taking my cake pop sticks and dipping it into our chocolate here and straight into our cake pop ball. That has just come out of the fridge, by the way, so it's nice and firm. Once you've attached all your sticks, return to the fridge to let the chocolate set completely. I have my white chocolate here. I'm adding some Americolour gold. Now that's just to help us create a deeper colour when we actually add our gold edible glitter onto the cake pop. First I'm going to add my Floco, and that just stops our chocolate from seizing when we add gel food colour. According to the Floco instructions, you would add 5 times as much Floco as you would gel colour. So for example, I'm adding 2 drops of the gel colour and I'm going to add 10 drops of the Floco. Okay, it's nicely coloured. Next I'm going to dip in my cake pop and tap off any excess. Rotating the pop as you go. And allow that to set on some parchment paper. I'm applying a very fine film of Crisco vegetable shortening onto my cake pop. Not enough for you to actually be able to taste or even know it's there, so we're only very lightly going to cover it with the shortening. You could try using copha, although Crisco at room temperature is very soft, so it's just a whole lot easier to apply it, just like that. To colour our cake pops in gold, I'm using the Gold Diamond edible micas. It is edible, although I think it's not 100% edible, so your body won't digest it, but it's not dangerous to you either, according to the woman who sold me the stuff. Now I've got a piece of paper here and I've folded it, that way it catches all of your dust. And you can transport it back into the jar when you're done. Using a soft brush, just dab it all over your cake pop. All the way around. You'll find that your first application might be a little bit thin, and so you just have to go over it one more time. Can you do the same thing using less dust? I believe you can, and I'll show you guys after this one the difference between the mica powders, which is very, very fine glitter by the looks of it, and luster dust, which is a very much finer dust, and I think it's just more glossy than it is glittery or more shiny. Going at the bottom edges here and at the top, and that looks sparkly and stunning. Completely smooth as well. Just cover up any of those areas where you think you might have missed, or it looks slightly blotchy. By the end of it, it'll look completely smooth, just like that. So I've gone ahead and I've already put my shortening onto the cake pop. I'm using a luster dust, which is 100% edible, or the one I'm using anyway. There could be luster dusts that aren't 100% edible. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to dab it on, and you can see it doesn't leave as pretty a shine or a glisten as the actual mica glitters I have there, but it still does a a pretty good job, I've got to say. And it's less expensive as well. And keep going until it's all covered. You can go over any areas that don't look as coloured. And then I'm going to brush off any excess. That actually turned out really nice. I mean, in comparison to the mica glitters, you can tell the difference, but it still does more or less the same thing. I do prefer the micros though. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Do let me know if it was helpful or if you'd like to see something in particular on this channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.